It was all about the advantages. It was all about the wins. It was all about being above. It was all about war as we settle the score going into the November to Remember Survivor Series this weekend. Petco Park is going to happen. It's going to be in the stadium. It's going to be in San Diego. It's going to be it is going to be a fiery night, but it doesn't matter about what I got to say. It's your view, because your view is the only view that matters right here on YouTube.com. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, become a channel member today for all late night WWE news and expertise and analysis. What was your review of tonight's Monday Night Raw? What was to you the moment of the night? What was to you the match of the night? What stood out to you? What struck you? Was this the kind of Monday Night Raw that the WWE needed to really elevate and escalate everything going into the Survivor Series? Were you left on the edge of your seat? Were you left wanting more? Was it dull? Was it boring? What was the angle of the night, the superstar of the night, the champion of the night? What did you get out of this Monday Night Raw tonight on Netflix? You had all the elites. You had all the main eventers. You had from the curtain jerkers all the way to the pro level. We're talking about the world champion. We're talking about the undisputed WWE champion. This Monday Night Raw had all the intangibles. The WWE update has emerged following major developments on Raw tonight, live from Oklahoma City, including a dangerous real-life backstage segment atmosphere. Major tournament result for the John Cena last time is now we saw Cena. We saw the little tiny John Cena along with the former Intercontinental Champion Dirty Dominic Mysterio tonight. Now we saw Roman Reigns open Raw confronting War Games lineup and firing up the crowd, and it was decided, well, who's going to be in charge? Who's the leader? Who's the captain? Who's the QB of this entire thing? And then we saw Brock Lesnar. Yes, we saw Brock Lesnar enter later on in the show. We saw Brock Lesnar show up. We saw Brock Lesnar wanting revenge and retaliation. And then we saw exactly what happened with Brock Lesnar when he entered the Raw arena. It erupted. It absolutely erupted, ladies and gentlemen. We saw Gunther defeating Carmelo Hayes. Again, well, that's another thing. What to you was the match of the night for Raw tonight? What stood to you? What struck you as the match of the night? Solo Sikoa advanced over Penta via a doctor's stoppage. And War Games Advantage Tag Team teased major tension between teams heading into the Survivor Series. Backstage mood described as uneasy with multiple creative rewrites in real time, according to gossip and speculation online. Crowd reacted with heavy CM Punk and Brock chants during surprise appearances and video packages. No major injuries publicly confirmed. However, Penta, it would appear as if Penta did get injured, did get hurt during Raw tonight. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions. And according to multiple sources, live blog coverage, the show kicked off with Roman Reigns returning to the ring, followed by big tournament quarterfinal matchups and backstage frustration as the company builds towards War Games this weekend. We have a very sad late-night WWE update emerging. Raw served as the final. Again, Raw served as the final Raw before the Survivor Series this weekend. War Games featuring high-stakes tournament action, Reigns returning, backstage tension that reportedly spilled over into real time. Penta, yes, it is confirmed now. Penta did get hurt on tonight's edition of Raw. And we don't know the extent, we don't know how serious, we don't know how bad, we don't know how debilitating it is, but Penta did get injured. He did get hurt tonight on Raw. So we roll into you with the intro. The atmosphere was absolutely overwhelming. And then, you had the Usos in the main event. You had Logan Paul. You had all the ingredients that should have added up to be one hell of a great Monday Night Raw. But again, viewers, this may be called Sean View, but again, remember, your view is the only view that matters right here on this very website, to the delight of the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers, because we escalate it. We dominate. There is no discrimination. As long as you're bringing it here, it is all fair on the brash and the brazen. We saw the woman really take center stage tonight as concerns Lash Legend, AJ Lee, Becky Lynch, Nia Jax, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss. The woman took center stage tonight on the Red Brand, just to give you a little preview, a little prelude of what we can expect and anticipate at the Survivor Series. And are you going to watch the Survivor Series? Are you interested in it? What match are you looking forward to for the Survivor Series? Drop your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions below, because I said so. Roman Reigns wanted the world to acknowledge him tonight on Monday Night Raw, and that is exactly what the world did right before our very eyes, viewers, fans, and subscribers. And it's all about, again, I said it in the beginning of the video, I said it at the start of the video, it's all about the advantage. It's all about getting one up. It's all about seizing the opportunity. It's all about the chance. It is all about the opportunity. And it is all about an opportunity of a lifetime, because now, as we have Survivor Series this weekend, it is now on to the Royal Rumble. Who will stumble? Who will mumble before we get there, viewers? There's going to be a lot of exchanges. There's going to be a lot of different variables. You can feel that you can cut the tension. It's like the butter that's right there, and it's being cut. It's being sliced right down. And what about the message that Dirty Dominic Mysterio sent to John Cena last night? It was a message that if you want some, come get some. And Dirty Dom, is he ready to take back that WWE Intercontinental Championship? Also, again, there's been rumor and speculation, again, not confirmed, of rewrites during mid-show. And, you know, I'll tell you what, this is not the good time of the year for WWE to be loaded up with injuries. You got Sheamus, who's down with an injury. Obviously, we know about Seth Rollins, who had surgery. Now you got Penta down with an injury, not 100%. Rhea Ripley has got that face mask. There are a lot of wrestlers down, and this is without live events now. Remember, we live in a day and age, we are now in 2025, where the WWE doesn't run a lot of house shows anymore. They don't run them as much as they did during the Vince McMahon era, okay? Where a lot of people are asking and hoping and demanding that Vince McMahon actually does come back one of these days. But you never know, guys. You just never, ever know what's going to happen. And also, we got a glimpse, we got a look at the brand new reigning WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, Maxine Dupree, who is trying to come into her own ways and trying to find her way and get her footing on the red brand of Raw on Netflix. And then you had CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, who is the undisputed captain, who is the main event, who is the icon. A shout back to the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. But guys, what would a Raw review be without your thoughts, your comments, and your review? And again, viewers, fans, and subscribers, when you look at Monday Night Raw, you got a 50,000-foot look at what you got and what you witnessed and what you felt. Did you feel Raw? Did you feel the energy? Did you feel the hype? Did you feel that it was all right for Raw tonight? As we get into the news and the rumors and everything surrounding the red brand of Raw. Again, what about the troll job, though, guys? What about, everyone's talking about it. They're talking about online about the troll job. Dominic Mysterio trolls WWE Universe with mini John Cena. Now, when John Cena's music hit, when the Titantron went off, when the lights were going ballistic, did you really think that John Cena was going to show up? Did you think that John Cena was actually going to show up to Monday Night Raw tonight in Oklahoma? Gunther advanced to the semifinals in the Last Time Is Now tournament during the 11/24 Monday Night Raw. Also, WWE dropped their first cryptic teaser for the Women's WrestleMania 42 promotional video. Yes, you heard that right, guys. Triple H is now responding, guys. This is a big one. This is a big report to this Raw review where you get your thoughts. Remember to hype up the video, donate below, become a channel member today. As the game, Triple H responds to concerns over WWE's main event talent being too old, because most of the talent are well into their 40s, almost 50. You know, you're looking at guys like LA Knight in their 40s, CM Punk in their 40s, Cody Rhodes going there. You know, there's all these different things, and there's a lot of worry within the WWE about building up the next stars, the next young stars, the young studs of the WWE. Who's going to take the WWE into the next decade, the next 20 years? Who is going to be that main event? Yeah, we already know Braun Breaker, but it takes more than just a Braun Breaker to get the job done, viewers, okay? So what do you think about Triple H's response to concern over WWE's main event talent being too old? And the game's reaction, his response, but it all boils down to your reaction and your response on all of that, because as you know, this is SeanzView, and we give you the thrills and the spills. And did Monday Night Raw spill enough to you to want to watch the Survivor Series this weekend? Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, breaking news on how a star says, and I'm talking about a former WWE champion. I'm talking about a former WrestleMania main eventer. I'm talking about a former WWE and world champion. Yeah, I'm talking about a former WWE and world champion. I am talking about this man talking how he wants to retire, how this superstar, how this wrestler, how this athlete wants to retire from wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Copeland, a.k.a. Edge, reveals online, he leaks it online, how he wants to retire from professional wrestling. Also, Who was busted, ladies and gentlemen? Who was busted recently in the WWE? Well, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, remember to subscribe, click the bell, turn on all notifications. Logan Paul busted with a cheat sheet during the 11/21 SmackDown promo from the USA Network, The Blue Brand, where he had writing on the hand. Hey, Logan Paul stealing a page out of The Rock's book. Also, Nikki Bella reveals the real reason for creating her iconic booty shake entrance. Also, The Game Triple H. We are not done talking about The Game Triple H as he addressed the possibility of a physical WWE Hall of Fame. Would you want to see that happen? Also, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, provides a current update on his health after rotator cuff injury. Also, AJ Lee was stunned by unique fan chant after her WWE return. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon's oldest daughter has eyes on running the WWE, so it seems like it will always be in the family, if you know what I mean. And then, guys, we closed it up with the main event. The WWE really mixed it up tonight. They took the intensity factor to an all-time level and an all-time high because they went high in Sky. Because we saw EO Sky tonight. Again, the woman, the men, the projection, the suppression, the results, the highlights. It all boils down to you, viewers. Now, last week's Raw was really hot. A lot of emotion. A lot of storyline, a lot of intrigue, because it's not just about the match. It's not just about two men getting in the ring. You need a plot, you need a storyline, you need an angle, you need a reason, okay? You need stakes, viewers. You need the stakes. And boy, was Raw staking with the sizzling tonight. Did it have the eggs and the hash and the bacon on the side? Was it of monumental stature? Viewers, fans, and subscribers, statute of limitations. There is no limitations here on Sean's View Entertainment. AJ Lee questions men who don't like muscular women. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, and also breaking news on a major departure in the world of professional wrestling. As this star, this name, was also in the WWE, but somehow, someway, over the last several years, they found their way in AEW. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, according to Ringside News, Tony Schimmel confirms his departure from AEW after a very short run. Also, what did you think about the first look at the construction, the putting together, the workings of the WWE Survivor Series stage construction inside Petco Park? And we not only saw it online in images and visuals today, but we saw it live on Raw tonight on Netflix. Again, your thoughts, your comments, your opinions. Guys, the table is yours. It's all about you. Sean's View Entertainment, where if it's not brash, well, then it's never gonna last. Subscribe.